Well, no, you have to say something first.
What do I say?
Whatever you want.
I'm so uncomfortable. Okay.
Just say war.
War Stories contains real conversations about sex, drugs, and alcohol use. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to War Stories, the podcast about drugs and the people that do them. I'm Matt BC.
And I'm Dylan Kendrick, and this is the podcast where we sit down with our favorite people, get to know them a little bit, and have them tell us their craziest story involving drugs.
That's right. It's story time. All right, today we have on Chelby Morgan, absolutely
Shelby.
Hilarious comic.
Thank you.
You're in Houston. Are you from Houston as well?
Mostly. I've lived here since I was 14, and I started comedy here, so I identify.
And how long you been doing stand-up for?
It'll be like 4 years in September.
4 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Right
Yeah,
same.
Chelby is very, very funny. We like to have comics on. We talk a little bit about drug history, and then we'll have you tell a crazy story.
Yes.
So I am curious, do you have like a history of any like drug use, abuse? Like, what's your story on that?
Yes.
Point blank, shit. Yes.
What a waste of time if I would have been like, nah, why don't I ask?
I mean, well, we have people on who they may not have, but
they
have
just know people.
or even just like everybody's history is different. If we
Everyone's
want to get to know
talking
people.
about me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've smoked weed since I was like 15.
Okay.
And then I would say I got into harder stuff when I was like 19. I started doing blow.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then,
I like that you call it blow. too.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
That's how we know that you did it.
Yeah.
Within that same year, I started selling it.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Yeah. I love going into these blind and not having
Yeah.
any idea what
I
you're.
didn't know- yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, that's how I got into comedy, actually.
Okay,
That
with
was-
selling blow?
That actually is a lot of
Yeah.
people how they got into comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that it would be a great. Someone could come in undercover as a comedian to just bust a coke ring. You can
Yeah.
do that.
Absolutely.
But then they might get addicted to comedy. You never know.
Ugh, that's
Didn't
way
you,
worse.
Didn't
That'll
you
ruin
have
your
like
life.
a movie? Somebody had.
I think it'd be a great
idea,
movie idea.
like about
Yeah.
an undercover comic that just does.
That's it.
comedy.
Yeah.
Just drug bust.
It's nobody would ever watch it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I never got caught, thank God.
Okay,
Knock
that's
on
good.
wood, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Or does she?
So what? Okay, so you started selling blow at 9. You started at 19.
Now let's go back. Hold on. So you do have a history of use. That was
Yeah.
the first question.
Yeah.
And then what's your current status? You still drinking,
yeah, what do
smoking
you
a
do
little
now?
bit?
I drink moderately. I
Okay,
really don't get
moderate
drunk
drinker.
that often. And then I do like Delta 8.
I thought you were gonna say, and I like dabble with coke still here and there. You know,
No, not really. Not in hours.
Delta 8 and stuff. I got you. And then would you say weed was the first? That was the first
Yeah.
one you did?
At 15.
Well, actually, I had these sleeping pills I got prescribed when I was
Okay.
like 13.
13.
And so
That's a first on our pod. We've had cigarettes, booze, and weed, but never sleeping
Yeah.
pills.
I would snort them and I would hallucinate.
At 13 years
Yeah.
old, what are you snorting through a pixie stick?
No, I would get a straw and
Hell
like
yeah.
we would if someone went to McDonald's that week, I'd go in the trash and cut a
Nice,
straw.
because a McDonald's straw is a good straw.
Yeah,
That's a good
or a
snorting
dollar
straw.
bill.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're just snorting like Lunesta.
What?
It was called Sonata.
So now I remember that.
And then they
yeah.
stopped prescribing it because people were using it to snort it and hallucinate.
What the hell?
I was like trying to get it prescribed.
You're the
again.
reason I stopped getting prescribed Sonata?
I know. I tried to get it prescribed again years later. They're like, "Oh, we don't do that anymore because
Yeah.
people abuse it." I was like, "No way."
I would never do that.
Oh my god, were they like snorting it with
crazy.
McDonald's straws and stuff too? They're like, how did you know?
So you were doing that at 13. Like, where did you even learn? Like, oh, I could snort this. Like, what?
I was on
influence?
Tumblr.
You know, I will say, because I do think at 13 you know people snort drugs. Like you've
Yeah.
seen people do coke. I remember like as a
A
joke
lot
I
of my
snorted
friends
sugar
had
at,
seen
you know.
rated R movies.
Yeah.
Like, Coke is like a Wolf on Wall
Yeah.
Street.
It is next level though to be aware of that and be like the first thing you're doing is like snorting sleep.
Yeah.
I had snorted Crystal Light at school before.
Okay. So
Because
that
kids were like, "Do it," and I was
so
like,
really
"Okay."
Crystal Light was the gateway drug
Yeah, that
to
was the
sleeping
drug.
pills.
I was a Crystal Light snorter,
Pink
bug
lemonade.
eater,
Yeah, a bug eater. Okay,
popular
Crystal
kid on the playground.
You pop bugs and you pop pills. It
Yeah,
makes sense.
it was a
Okay.
progression.
Used to smoke dick. It was. Okay. What's so that's your first at 13, and then you start smoking weed pretty regularly at 15.
Semi-regularly, yeah.
Semi-regularly.
How did you get it?
got
Would you
you.
buy it?
I was friends with seniors.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
All right, nice. Yeah, that's usually the easy way to get any drugs. I feel like that is kind of how the older people just pass on their drug addictions to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that made my older brother.
It's risky being a cool 15-year-old.
Dude, for real.
You
It was
will-
my sister's older boyfriend. He was like 22 and I was 15. He was like giving me Xanax and hydrocodone and
So
shit. Yeah, I'm like, but at the time I'm like, this dude's chill as hell.
he's so
Now I'm
cool.
like, was he trying to fuck me? What's going on?
I want to
yeah.
be like him.
Yeah.
I can't
Trying to fuck a
imagine even-
15-year-old?
I can't imagine even letting a 15 into the hang.
No.
Crazy.
Absolutely not. I'd be like, dude, can you go watch
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Pixar
I
movies
feel like
or
it's like,
something?
I'm like, we're gonna get in trouble. Like,
Is it Ben
Yeah.
10 on?
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. Would you say that, or I guess how quickly after starting all that, have you ever gotten any trouble?
Never.
yeah, you said
Have you?
never
What about
got
with your family? Like, did you ever get caught by them? Are they like pro, anti? What's
No,
their
I
deal?
mean they're complicated because they're very
Okay.
conservative. But
Okay.
then I do know that there was a big fight between my parents because my mom went and bought edibles somewhere. My stepdad was like, "You could have been killed."
she like bought them at a gas
Yeah, at a
station.
store.
Like in a parking lot. She met someone in a parking lot.
Oh, she
somewhere.
did.
Yeah.
She bought like that. Wow.
And so I know they had a fight over that. So I think my
Yeah.
mom is also a pothead, but it's very on the
On the
DL.
super DL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, so
How
they
crazy if you
never-
got killed over buying a brownie. What the worst way to die by a
Brownies
drug
are
dealer?
killing me, but it's slow.
It's
It's gonna be a while.
They're cosmic brownies.
No, but no, they never caught me doing drugs. That was one of the
Yeah.
only things they didn't
Yeah.
catch me
Wow,
doing.
that's another
Sneaky about
first.
it.
No trouble, no legal
Yeah.
trouble, no family trouble.
no.
Interesting.
And again,
Okay.
knock on wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully that stays the course. What would you say is your favorite drug?
Man.
Have you
They're
tried
all
a
great.
lot?
They're all lovely.
Yeah, they're all pretty good.
I mean, mushrooms are awesome.
Okay.
A lot
But
of
you
people
can't
say.
do them that often.
Right, yeah.
So that's kind of a downside. But overall, it'd probably have to be weed.
Weed,
It's just
yeah.
like the daily driver.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good go-to. What would you say is your least favorite? Have you ever tried one where you were like, not for me?
Never again.
Yeah.
Man. Xanax are kind of a waste because I can't remember anything.
That's the best
Oh.
part.
But I don't. I want to like. I just remember the first like 10 minutes of like it's kicking in and then it's just blacked out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a waste
Fair
of
enough.
money.
Fair enough. I don't know what it was. I never, not to that degree, I didn't have that problem where I like wouldn't forget everything. For whatever reason, they just like, they would almost, I would take them and I'd be like, I'm ready to go. Let's go out.
I'm ready to
you
go
know?
steal shit.
Yeah, exactly.
If I take a full bar, then I'm out.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
I used to just take Xanax and get mad for like I'd get irritable.
I was telling Mason this last night that I would take Xanax to try and not drink because it's like, you know, going to lower your
Yeah.
anxiety.
Similar to,
And
yeah.
I would have a panic attack because I wanted to drink so bad.
That's so funny.
I drank like every day, but when I took Xanax, I was also, you know what I'm saying? So they just went hand in
Yeah.
hand.
Wait, can least favorite drug, does it have to be one we abused or can it
No,
be one that
no.
we-
Anything you
Okay,
try. Yeah, like I
actually,
hated Robitussin.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it to Seroquel.
Oh, I like
Because-
Seroquel.
so the
Interesting.
thing
Same here,
is-
the munchies and the.
Well, it also just knocks you the fuck
Yeah,
out. That's what I would
so-
use it for.
Yeah, so what happened is it's actually antipsychotic. It's meant for
Yeah.
like bipolar, schizophrenic people. And then they started getting like they realized, oh, we can sell this for sleep and we
Yes.
can make more money. So they started pushing it. And my child psychiatrist, when I was 12, prescribed me Seroquel as a non-psychotic person.
Yeah.
And I would just
To
have,
try and get you to sleep more.
yeah, to help me sleep.
Yeah.
Instead of like Sonata.
You're like, you
'cause-
can't snort this. You can't snort this.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it gave me horrible, vivid nightmares.
Oh yeah,
like
I remember,
every
I remember
time.
they would
Like
give me weird dreams too.
yeah, like my stepdad fingering me. I was like, I want to get off. These.
Well, that wasn't a nightmare. That,
No, that was real.
yeah. He was trying to get the Sonata. He knew that you had it in there. It was like, come on, it's in there somewhere.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
I was
Yeah.
dreaming about like Brazilian prisons.
Okay, wow.
Like-
At 13 years old, why? What kind of documentaries are you watching?
I was on Live Leak a
You watch-
little.
Yeah, there we go.
You're watching like death videos.
That's interesting because I would.
I did do that.
I would do Seroquel when I would go into jail. Like I remember taking a whole one. Literally, I was drinking a beer and like passed out. So I would
Yeah.
take like just the tiniest bit, put it in my gums, and I'd have to like go into jail for the night, and I'd like just let it dissolve.
You should probably explain you did weekends in jail.
The point is, I was going into jail a lot, and anytime I had to do that, I would take Seroquel.
Anytime I went to jail.
Yeah, anytime I had to do weekends.
I love the idea of jail as like a part-time job.
That's basically. I did it for a year,
Yeah.
every Sunday.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's insane. It wasn't fun.
Where are you going? Long church.
There's a church there.
They do have
So
one.
Seroquel's least favorite.
Seroquel's
Yeah,
least
Seroquel's
favorite.
I like that
awful.
you changed it. You're like, wait a minute. I
Yeah,
remember
hold on a second.
I forgot.
I remember
that
the dreams.
I've been given drugs.
I like how your least favorite was the one that took over the like one of your favorites.
Yeah,
Snorting the sting.
Honestly, I would take it when I was like detoxing or withdrawing from opiates because it would just make you pass out. But
Yeah.
then the dreams.
And I'd be so tired the next day. That's the
Yeah,
other
you
thing.
wouldn't actually sleep.
The grogginess
Yeah,
of the
you're a
next day.
zombie. Basically.
Yeah.
They were prescribing people that in like sober living and rehab.
In
and
rehab.
stuff.
And
So
then I
good
gotta
for this.
get up at fucking 6:30 and wait for the bus. Like it was
and
awful.
you're like,
Yeah, and people
13.
were. It was funny because as in the sober living, I would have to like wake these guys up who have all just been taking
Yeah.
Seroquel and they're just dead in their bed. And I'm like, y'all
Yeah.
got it's 9 a.m. You got to get up and start sweeping. You know.
Yeah,
They're like they still have fucking Oreos around their mouth and shit.
yeah.
Did it give you the Seroquel munchies? Did you ever have those?
I mean, I was fat, so I was always hungry. Not really.
Didn't need Seroquel for that.
I just remember in rehab after like med time, there was one kid who like his parents would bring him like all of the like snacks. And
Oh,
food,
Yeah.
and we would just. He was so
Jump
generous.
him.
We
Yeah.
he would just give us like
He had to be. I
Steal
think
it. Yeah,
was like,
he
he
knew.
was getting slowly punched.
he would give
You
us
rape
like,
him for a ho ho.
cinnamon toast crunch and shit, dude.
Man.
Yeah.
He died of a heroin overdose. Anyway,
Damn, R.I.P. to all those snacks.
but yeah, it would give us crazy.
What's up with that mom though?
Yeah. What's she doing? Okay, interesting. Well, what's your favorite time of year to use?
To use,
Mm-hmm.
man. I think winter's nice.
Winter.
Yeah, I
That's a
like it
big
Yeah,
people.
just to go with the seasonal depression.
It's true. I don't know. There's just something cozy about it, you know?
Yeah.
Especially being in Houston, just
It's like a
heat is-
fireplace right there.
yeah,
Whatever
for
you're
sure.
smoking.
It's true. Yeah. Even if it's crack, it'll warm you up a little bit.
Yeah.
You got that torch going.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
being outside in the cold doing drugs, it's great.
It's true. That's kind of what it was meant for, you know? You don't want to be
Yeah.
a hot homeless.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I think being in like, that's a good point. When I was homeless, it was a very short time. It was in the winter, so I was like, it's not that bad.
This is
Yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. That's
Dude, that
funny.
was
We
like,
hang out outside all day.
Yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. I had my AC go out
60
in my...
degrees. It's not...
This is fine. My AC went out in my car, and I was like, it's not that bad, because it was the winter, and then as soon as summer came, I was like, this is horrible.
yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
worst
being
thing
homeless
ever.
in Houston in the summer would not be.
I would not choose Houston.
No,
you can
that's-
go anywhere.
that's
Yeah,
Right.
you're homeless.
Yeah.
You're not locked down.
yeah.
Just
What
hop
are,
on
you,
a
what are you in
train.
a lease to be homeless?
Yeah. Nah, I got a lot of stuff going down under the bridge this year, so gotta wait till next year to go to
Tied
Seattle.
down here.
I feel like to be a successful homeless, you have to be very charismatic.
You do,
Yeah, to get to actually like get by.
To
Yeah,
even
like that
just
lady
find
we
a
saw
drug
earlier,
dealer.
I would have never given her money.
Yeah.
When I did the whole like hold a sign at the corner and stuff, and
Yeah.
you do have to be charismatic. I would do like a funny thing on the sign.
Well, okay, what
Yeah.
was your
Try to,
best?
like I trying to remember like need to pay like family kidnapped by ninjas need to pay for karate lessons.
I would give you money. Yeah.
Checking
to-
Facebook for ideas.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah, yeah.
original.
No, yeah, it was like I'm trying to remember. Like I got them from somewhere.
I saw a good one that said, said, bet you can't hit me with 38 cents.
Like damn it.
And it's such a good amount, right? Because it's more than a quarter.
Yeah. It's a
But
specific
if
enough
it was 50
amount.
cents, I would be
Like,
like, that's a
too
lot.
much.
Yeah, come on.
And then you're wondering if you have 38 cents, if you can find
Yeah.
it.
You know what's interesting is how do you have to you have to add that up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got you thinking.
That comes into play. That like that charisma.
I bet that
Yeah.
guy's got good reflexes too
Yeah.
now. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
having to catch that 38 cents
And
over and
you
over.
can make good money just standing on the corner holding.
38 cents at a time.
I would make like $100 a day just
It's crazy.
It's wild.
sitting out there for like 5-6
Just begging.
hours.
That's
yeah.
why I don't
yeah.
give them shit.
Yeah, no, don't give
They
them money.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's not helpful.
Give them food. I bought drugs with all of the money.
For sure. This speaking of what we could buy.
Oh yeah.
This is our favorite segment. This is could you have bought a house? We like to calculate all the money that you spent
In
on
this
drugs
market,
in any well, maybe like a market from a couple years. We'll see.
Yeah.
It depends.
So basically, guesstimating, adding up all
The
money
that you
spent.
all
spend.
of it. Okay.
Okay, so let's start with weed. How much do you think? How long have you been smoking?
really,
I mean, it's been on and off, honestly, but since like buying it, I would say 19. That's when I started buying it to smoke.
How old are you now?
I'm 25.
Okay, 25. So 6 years. And how much do you buy a week?
Yeah,
would
like
you say?
I haven't bought any this year,
Okay.
so I've just been like, people will just give me stuff.
Okay. Is that typically how it goes?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've never really spent that much on it.
Not really. When I was 19, that was probably when I was like using the heaviest, and then I would get like a quarter or a half ounce
Like
every.
Are we talking like good, like
It was pretty
expensively?
good.
That
Okay.
costs a couple, like
So maybe spending like $60 a week?
Somewhere around there probably. Yeah.
And for how long do you think that was? How many years?
That was probably for like 2 years.
Okay.
60, so 140. Yeah.
God damn.
40. Okay, so that's weed.
But that was the heaviest. Like,
Right.
year.
That's yeah. And then okay, what about Coke?
Ooh.
Now we get
man.
to the
Yeah.
Well, it's complicated.
It is complicated
because
you sold it. Yeah, that's
so
when it
it's
gets a little
offset.
bit more
Is that-
mixed in.
and
Yeah.
offset some of
I
it.
think we can offset it because you're not losing money if you're selling it as well.
I would say, honestly, when I was selling it, most of the time I would make maybe 60 on it.
Okay, so you're not like making a lot.
Yeah.
60, like a
Profit.
60
After
profit.
you're selling some, you're doing some, you get like 60 profit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't really throughout your Coke use, would you say you ever really went negative in the like I spent more than I was
No,
like?
I never went negative.
Okay, so
except
we
for
can
the
almost-
time that I got burned.
Okay.
Okay, what happened there? How much did you get burned by?
So my dealer was a TikTok femboy who got canceled for using the N-word.
Is this Mackenzie?
Yeah, what's happening?
It was not Mackenzie. It was not
A
Mackenzie.
TikTok femboy who's been canceled for using the N-word. Of course he does Coke. That makes perfect
no,
sense.
he did fentanyl. So,
Oh, okay,
and
all
like
right.
he told me about that.
Well, God's
so
gonna cancel him soon then.
He would always have me send him the money first, which like I'm very, but he was recommended to me by somebody, by like
Okay.
a pretty stable plug that I
Right.
had.
They
who
were
had
like, this
never-
guy's great.
This femboy.
He'd never done me dirty, and he was like, "This guy's great." He was like advertising him.
They're
on
like, he says the
Snapchat.
N-word a lot, but he's super good at drugs.
They call
Yeah.
him femboy fentanyl. He's
Yeah. Fentanyl femboy.
Finboy.
Fent boy.
And so, like, he would have me send him the money first, but he would always, like, come over. We would do shit together, like, drugs. Not
Yeah.
like, play video games.
Yeah.
But, like,
dress him up.
Yeah.
we would smoke some
playing
shit together,
Sorry
or
together.
do some blow together.
Okay.
So I always got, like, a bonus. He would always give me more than what I was paying
Right.
for
You
as
know,
like,
well.
kind of friendly.
So I was like, okay, I sent him the money up front, but I always get extra. And
Yeah.
then one time I did it, I think I sent him 600. And he just never got it to
just
me.
ghosted you?
Yeah, he just ghosted me. Because, like, at first he was like, well, I'm in Florida because there's a family emergency. And then it was some, like, I got robbed in Florida.
Yeah.
And just all this, like, BS. And then I just never heard
You
from
were
him
just like,
again.
okay.
Yeah.
You think he set up all those times before just to get over on you?
Maybe, yeah. And I messaged the original plug, and I was like, "Hey, that guy that you were like promoting burned me for $600." He's like, "Oh yeah, I've been hearing that about him." I'm like, "Brother,
You couldn't have told me.
You could have posted about
Yeah.
it." Like,
He's like, yeah, he kind of stole from me too. I don't know.
Have you
Yeah.
tried looking him up on TikTok? Like, is he?
no, I
is he-
forget his TikTok.
Damn.
He used to wear a sock monkey hat. I don't know if that
That narrows it down.
that was part of his
So that's
persona.
$600 we could take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's still not that much. Okay, and then what about booze, do you think?
Yeah.
Also, I did pay for some Coke though before I started selling. So I
Okay.
think before I started selling Coke, I probably spent like $400 total
Okay.
on it.
Okay. So
That's
that
still not that bad, yeah.
might beat our last.
And then what about, the last one was pretty low too. What about booze?
Booze. I don't typically drink at bars. Like, I
Okay.
don't like to spend money on it. That's the main
Yeah.
thing, is that it's expensive. I did it more in Wisconsin. So I'd say in Wisconsin I was spending maybe like $20 a week on
Okay, that's
alcohol.
still like
And
nothing.
I lived there
Yeah.
for like
2 or 3 years.
no, I only lived there for
Like a year, right?
year.
Okay.
Yeah. But not all of that I was going out. So I'd say 6 months out of that year I was spending like $20 a week. Sorry.
26.
These are very low numbers right here. You're very financially responsible compared to some of these other.
I fucked for a lot of it.
Well, that's one way to be financially responsible. That's one way to do it. That's an option. Okay, so not that much on booze, Coke, weed. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
I do vape.
Okay, well,
Oh,
we can count
That's-
vaping, I guess.
That's
That's
gonna
the
be
one.
like the
That's
big.
the
That's
one
the one
that's
that's
gonna
like, you're like,
fuck
okay, I
me.
probably spent like $500,000.
Yeah, okay, man. All right.
Yeah, I don't even know how much vapes cost, like the juice
Yeah.
and all that.
Okay, so every 2 weeks, these cost like 20, and I've been getting these for like 2 years.
Okay.
So I don't know.
26.
Every 2 weeks?
26 times 20 for 2 years.
this is still like nothing.
And then I think before that, they used to have the cheaper ones. They were like 15. And so
Yeah.
I did that for, let me see, 2 years. That's 4 years. So like 15 every 2 weeks for 4 years.
You just did boobies on the.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm horny.
What about mushrooms? Because
Yeah,
have
of course.
I've bought
Anything.
I like how she
mushrooms.
keeps that. And then there was.
Yeah, well, there was also this.
Oh shit! I just remembered.
Yeah. Okay, what about roofies? Those don't count, right?
Those are usually compliments.
Yeah.
Man, mushrooms. I think I probably have spent $300 on
Okay,
mushrooms.
that's yeah. I feel like mushrooms are one where it's hard to spend a
Yeah.
lot on.
Yeah.
The more
If
you
you're
do it, the
spending
less.
money on mushrooms,
Yeah.
you're fucked up.
I always thought that was weird when you meet someone who does mushrooms or acid
every day.
all the time.
Oh, yeah,
They've
they're
got
scary
that look in
people.
their eyes. Yeah, they look
They're
crazy.
gone.
Yeah.
They're not on this
Mentally,
plane
yeah.
anymore.
Their eyes are vacant.
Don't get in a fucking car with them.
No.
All right. Well, you definitely couldn't
got-
have bought a house.
Yeah.
I don't even know that you couldn't have
buy
bought
a
like a very
moped.
nice car. Yeah, you have like $10,660. That's your
Okay.
damage. That's I mean we have people
That's the
up in the
lowest.
80,000s and
We've
stuff.
had
So
a lot of six figures.
I
yeah.
can get a car. I'm gonna use.
A used
Yeah,
car.
yeah. You could put like a down
used
payment on a car or
vehicle,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that
That's it.
reaches. That's the intro stuff. This brings us to the big moment.
Which one? It's hard to choose. I think I'll choose the one. So I was hanging out with this guy because we were gonna do blow together. This was
As
my
one does.
second time doing blow ever.
Second
Okay.
time.
I had not done it very much. Like I did like a couple of bumps once before that, and then this
Right.
guy's, do you want to hang out and do blow? And I'm like, yeah, it was fun the last time. And so I show up, and it's like it's a party, which I didn't know was gonna be a party. I thought this was just like a Tinder hookup. So I'm like, oh, okay, there's people here.
Okay.
And like we play beer pong, and I locked myself out of my car, and they were all really quick to say that they knew how to break into a car.
Of course.
Like everyone at
Every
the party
single yeah.
We
was
got
like,
you.
me, let me do.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, I've been watching videos on this for weeks.
Yeah.
No, I think they were criminals. And this Marshall guy tells me about his ex. They used to do crack together.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's like, but fuck her. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. This is the guy who
met
invited
on-
you over.
You met
Yeah,
on Tinder?
on Tinder.
Met on
Yeah.
Tinder.
Nice.
First time meeting.
What was the
Second time
opening
doing
line?
blow.
Just-
Oh man, I don't even remember. It was probably
It was
just
just
like
want to do blow.
Yeah.
probably.
You were like,
honestly.
I'm in.
That's a
Yeah.
good opener.
Yeah.
Just-
I don't even know how it started. I was fucked up a lot of the time.
Yeah. You kind of just end up in those scenarios. You're like, how did I even
Yeah.
get here?
And so, like, his friends were all over for a while, and then they end up leaving, and, like, we retired to his room. And then he takes out a bag, and he's like, do you want to split this? And I'm like, yeah, and it's 3 grams.
Okay. And this is your
Okay.
second time doing it.
Second time doing
Yeah.
coke. And so, like, I'm just, like, I'm matching him because I don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
look like a bitch.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I start, like, I'm just, like, I feel like I'm ODing. Like, my heart is just, like, beating really fast, and I'm like, I don't have money. I'm just going to wait it out.
Yeah.
And so,
How at that point, like, how much have you done?
I had done 1.5 grams.
Oh, at that, so you did the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm just laying there, like, dying,
Yeah.
like, sweating. And then I was like, you know what I'll do that'll cancel it out? I'll take a sleeping pill.
Okay.
Okay.
Sonata, Seroquel.
So I had some Sonata. I had, like, saved it for, like,
Okay.
special occasions.
Hell yeah, let's
And
go.
so I still
Like
had some
behind
at that
safety
point.
glass, break in case of emergency.
Exactly. I think I had, like, hidden some in something for
Okay.
years later, and then I found it.
Like, I needed this now.
Yeah, it was like in a coat pocket. Like, and so I took the Sonata, and
You
I
swallowed
just
it or snorted
man, I don't remember.
Because I feel like it'd be disrespectful to not snort it.
I
Yeah,
think-
I feel like you
at
had
that
to.
point.
I think I did snort it
Yeah.
because I wanted it to hit quicker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
sanctity of the story, let's keep it that way.
And then I was just geeked and hallucinating.
Your body's like putting you to sleep, but you're like, ugh.
I was like laying there with my eyes open, dreaming.
This
Yeah.
is at the Tinder date's house.
Yeah,
Okay.
like just freaking this guy out. I'm having a great time.
Yeah,
is
I
the
bet you were
thing.
chilling.
Like, I'm having fun, but he's kind of freaked out. And then eventually, like, I kind of stop hallucinating, and I'm like, okay, I'm back. That was weird. And he's like, all right, you ready to fuck?
He just sat there patiently waiting while you hallucinated.
He's like, rape.
Yeah, he's like,
Not
I'm gonna
anymore.
Wait a second. Okay, she's awake.
Yeah, she can consent.
You ready to? And so did y'all?
yeah,
Okay, good. Nice.
yeah.
You don't want it to be all for naught, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was really good, actually.
Okay. You hallucinated that he had
yeah.
a huge cock.
Yeah, well, you're still hallucinating.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then he ghosted me to get back with his crackhead ex, and she was like shade posting at me on Instagram for a while.
She's like,
What
this-
a weird roundabout of events.
yeah.
A crackhead's just blasting you on Facebook.
Yeah, you never
was
see that
odd.
coming.
Yeah. I think that's probably the craziest.
Yeah.
That's the craziest?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's up there for sure.
Yeah.
No breaking the law is the thing. I feel
That's
like
the
I'm
thing.
boring for
Yeah.
that.
No. I mean, that alone, the fact that you were in that situation, you're like, now would be the appropriate time to start hallucinating vividly.
I thought it was gonna put me to sleep or just make me normal.
I legitimately, like, in that moment, would have been concerned about just being hallucinating in that environment. Like, they
Yeah.
broke into your car so quickly. Like, who knows?
yeah,
We were
yeah.
having a great time.
Yeah.
It's weird. I had like no fear of danger.
Well, that's the coke probably was what it was, you think?
Part of it, but I wasn't doing it regularly enough for
Yeah.
just like my personality from like high school until
Yeah.
not that long ago.
Yeah.
It was just like I had no sense of danger. I was just like, fuck it, I'll
You're
go
like,
with these
fuck it,
people.
yeah.
For
like,
sure, yeah.
God will protect me.
And now you have a sense of danger?
Yeah, did anything happen?
Yeah.
Or have you been pretty lucky?
I mean, you know, you get raped a couple times.
Yeah, that'll do.
Like, wait a second, people are not actually that nice.
Yeah. So, you know, you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that was probably what did it.
Yeah,
That was it.
that'd do it for
Yeah.
sure.
Hard way to learn.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
What were
that's
their
typically
names?
the case,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a TikTok femboy?
Yeah,
Was-
TikTok femboy named
Which
Mackenzie.
was a femboy. It was a Trump supporter.
I'm
Even
sorry.
worse. Trump supporting femboy, they've
He
got to
was
be.
talking about Trump during.
Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry that happened. That's crazy.
It's fine. It's honestly hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it sucks bad enough that you're already
It's-
getting raped, and you're like, I don't agree
Yeah.
with the
Yeah, with
political
the
beliefs.
politics
I get the
on
rape,
top of that. It's
yeah.
putting a hat on a hat. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. Don't shove
know?
your politics
Yeah.
down my throat.
Yeah, as well. Isn't this enough already? Yeah, that's crazy. It was just adding insult to injury.
Yeah,
You know?
honestly.
Yeah,
well, fuck that guy. That's-
yeah. I mean, I'm never gonna fuck him, but you know,
Yeah.
he doesn't deserve me.
We're a little early. Is there anything else?
Yeah, what about other
Yeah,
stories?
yeah. So I used to get fucked up a lot when I was assistant manager at O'Reilly's.
Okay.
Okay.
That was my way to cope.
Okay. Go on.
So I would go in. At first, I started going in. I would just rip a bong before.
Okay.
Rip
Right,
a bong
as-
before the shift.
yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then I would do like bong hit and like 2 Monster Energies, which feels like drugs.
Yeah, that's like a.
And caffeine's a drug.
Yeah, it's like a speedball or something.
Yeah, and then I would do, and then I would do weed, Monster, and then I would drink. So I would be on all of those.
Is this like this is
then-
progressively?
Yeah.
It's progressive overload. Like at first you go and you're like, I'll do a bong hit, and then the next couple
Yeah.
weeks you're like, well now it's bong hit and a monster, and then you got now a bong hit and a drink.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah,
adding up
it's-
over and
yeah.
over.
As
Yeah.
you're selling car parts.
Yeah.
And then I would do, I guess you would call it MDMA, but it's like the tablets that are pressed.
Okay. The ecstasy.
Ecstasy,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's not
Do them
pure.
at work.
I would do them
Yeah.
at work. And so I
It's
would
like the
do that-
worst place. To
I would do that with everything else, and then I would do coke with it.
Dang.
And
How
each
bad was
each
this
time,
job?
hold on, progressively it just
And
boom,
I kept
boom,
getting
boom, boom.
promoted.
Oh my God. You're like, yeah, and so then I figured I could murder a small child and I'd become president. You know, it's like you just
Yeah.
keep on leveling up each time it gets worse and worse.
Yeah, and it wasn't like every day, but it was most days.
Those were the good days that you're like, oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
at work today.
I would work like 60 hours and not notice.
What would you be doing? Would you just like,
I did a lot. I did
Okay.
inventory. I had to train people.
yeah.
That's why you got promoted.
Yeah,
Probably,
you're like the best
made you-
trainer of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had to check people out. I had to stock shelves because I was a merchandiser. They promoted me, never got a new merchandiser. So I had to
You
keep
just did
doing
their
that
old
Yeah.
job
Yeah.
as well as the assistant manager.
Were you making
job.
okay money?
12 an hour.
Okay, so not worth it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Hence
But you're
why
on enough drugs to where
yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna do the best job ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the overtime made it more worth it just because I would get so much overtime because my GM would constantly be gone on mission trips because he was
Okay.
a pastor. He
Okay.
was a
And you're just
Pentecostal pastor.
you're running the store on ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boss is in Africa.
And he
Yeah.
would talk about how he was like recovered and how he used to sell coke, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
He
as you just
definitely-
snorted a line of.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely
Sonata.
knew you were on drugs and was like, I know what you're doing.
I don't know,
used
man.
to
He
be-
was stupid.
Really?
Like,
I mean, he put her in charge of the entire store.
That's true. Yeah.
she was on ecstasy and cocaine.
Yeah, that was one of the few stories I have about working there is like how one day I came in and I was so ripped on everything, and then he was like, "Can I talk to you in the office?" And I was like, "Oh shit, he knows."
Yeah.
And then he sat me down and he was like, "All right, Shelby, you think you're ready to run your own store?"
Yeah.
That's when
I
you're like,
can't
no, I
read.
need to leave, dude. At that point, you're like, I gotta be honest with you, you're dumb.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That's how bad their employees are.
That's so funny. Yeah, because you've got to be going into every day like they're gonna fire me today,
Yeah.
but they're like, no, actually, you're doing great.
Killing it.
yeah.
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 That would have thrown me off. I would have been like, am I on Sonata right now?
Was there ever any like interactions with customers where they were like, "This lady's on drugs," or were
No,
you pretty good about?
no, I
like,
was the best person.
were the
People would ask for me.
No, I met someone. I
She's
think
so happy. Can she come?
Yeah.
I know someone who had the similar situation happen where they would take ecstasy and they worked at like a nursing office or something, and like they were
get
so
handsy?
they were like doing so good that they would get
Yeah.
promotions and shit because you're just so like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
See,
but the come
drugs
down's got to
can-
be awful.
I would imagine, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Drugs-
ecstasy
yeah.
come down's pretty
Drugs
bad.
can do good things. See.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
can
the
get
whole purpose of this
promoted
podcast.
At the O'Reillys on Antoine and 249.
You heard it here first, y'all. If you do cocaine and ecstasy, go work at the O'Reillys on Antoine and
249.
240.
I think I
49.
know that one because I grew up not far from there.
Yeah. That's where I spent a lot of my early 20s.
Okay, nice. Yeah, somebody comes in for like, hey, you check engine light, and you're just like go
Yeah.
out there with the thing all geeked out. Just
The worst would be sometimes like if I was on downers or stuff that made like me forgetful, and so it'd be like, "Can you come change my battery?" I'm like, "For sure." It'd take like an hour.
You're on YouTube, like, what the fuck?
Oh, like, oh shit.
You just start watching Netflix midway through.
I'm trying to loosen bolts by turning them right.
Oh my
Like,
god!
why would
You
this
forget
come
halfway
up?
through too. Probably you're like,
Yeah.
oh wait, no, it's the other way.
yeah, I would be doing that a lot, dropping shit.
that's funny. Yeah,
But yeah, nobody ever like,
everyone loved
Complained,
you.
yeah.
no one ever complained.
Like, she's taking a long time to do my battery.
I
but
actually
she's
don't
very
think
happy.
I ever got busted getting drunk or fucked. I got fucked up at every job, and I
Yeah.
never had
Yeah.
an issue where
I
they were
only
like,
got-
"Hey, you're drunk or
I
high."
only got caught at once, and it was because I was working for like a real estate office, and I was like 16. I was getting high all the time. The guy who ran the real estate office was a former cop.
Oh,
And he
okay.
sat me down and was like, "I know you're high."
The worst possible scenario, like the nightmare you had
horrifying.
every time.
I just had to be like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah.
No, I'm
baked.
autistic.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Same thing in my eyes, brother.
I got fired.
I would have. I
Oh,
would
that
have.
sucks.
But it was a shit. It was like
Yeah,
high school job.
Yeah.
yeah. I
Should
did
have done
quit
ecstasy there.
I quit a job because I didn't realize that like I was working for them for a temp agency, and then to hire you on full time, I didn't realize they did a drug test, and they
At
sent.
O'Reilly's.
No, this was at like
That's
a,
why she finally got fired. What was the final straw? When did you finally
quit.
Oh, okay, you
And
just
then I
said.
worked there again, and I got fucked up there every day again, and then I quit again.
Oh my god, they're like, Shelby, you were so good the first time. We need you
Yeah,
back.
yeah. No, they really were like,
You
all
were coming
right,
back?
you quit with no 2 weeks notice the last time, but we'll give you another chance. And then I
And then you
did that
burned
shit
him
again.
again. Yeah.
And then
Hell
I
yeah.
applied again when I lived in Wisconsin, and they were like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the other O'Reilly's.
I was like, come on, man, third time's a charm.
That's fucking good.
Oh yeah, what was the job? you
But
got drug
so I was a receptionist at this office,
Okay.
and it was really chill because it was like a construction materials place, so you don't interact with the public really.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just other businesses trying to buy from you, and it was mostly chill. My boss was fat and hated me, but everything else was fine because she was like
That's every boss ever.
older woman. She had fucked up legs.
Okay.
Like it looked like she had like a shark bite taken out of one of her legs. Like
Okay.
it was like she had a tumor removed or something.
Okay.
But she would dress like a whore. And so she was very like obviously insecure.
Yeah.
And I was like the only young woman there.
Yeah.
And so she singled me out and like treated me way worse than the last receptionist.
Oh.
Because like people were like, they didn't make the other receptionists clean the bathrooms. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Like,
would have heard
Yeah.
that.
but yeah, and so I was working there, and then I didn't realize they drug tested you to get hired on, and
Yeah.
so they sent me to go get a drug test at 8 a.m. So I can't go to any smoke shops and like
Yeah.
get fake
Right.
weed.
Yeah. You're at work and they're like, you're going now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to drive to the place. When I took it, knowing I would fail, and I just like quit that
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. You're like, I'm done. Okay.
Yeah. And then like I think they tried to call me or something. I'm like,
They're like, Shelby, you're pregnant.
yeah, right.
It's so dumb that so many jobs drug test, especially
It's
like
stupid.
It's like
Yeah.
I guess the thing is like, even if you do drug test, there's like, I don't know. Is
Yeah,
it
if
that
there's-
bad if someone smokes weed
Yeah,
versus
exactly.
if there's heroin in their system?
or
That
everything
maybe
else.
yeah. Then
That's-
they don't.
I actually drug tested for another receptionist job in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They exclude THC.
Right. So
Yeah,
I
is it
feel like
legal
something
state?
like that, or
No, they're not.
They're just smart. They're just
Yeah.
yeah, I think just that's more like booze and
Especially if
THC
you're
are more
gonna
accepted.
legalize Delta 8. Delta
Exactly.
8 makes you piss dirty.
Yeah,
so, like,
for
you
sure.
Need to
You might as
accept
well
it.
just
Yeah.
knock that off the thing. Yeah, that would be annoying.
But for the record, O'Reilly's does not drug.
Yeah, O'Reilly's does not
So
drug
if you're looking
test.
for a job,
Again, the one on Antoine and 249.
They're
okay?
hiring.
They
Yeah.
never drug tested my ass.
Yeah, you
They
could
knew
sell
it would be
drugs while you
over.
work there.
No, one time I dropped a bag of Coke like on the floor while
At
I was behind the
O'Reilly's?
counters, and I walked somewhere, I dropped it, and then I came back. I was like,
You're like, that's that headlighter fluid. Everyone's
Yeah.
dropped a bolt,
Yeah. Oh, damn, this stupid bolt.
my 10 millimeter.
Anyway, where's your battery? Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well-
You got anything else?
Yeah, any
Anything
other?
else? Okay, well, the reason I stopped selling Coke is
There we go.
because my dealer at the time, so like, he was very friendly towards me, but the prices were really good. So I was like, I will let this escalate. This one was a straight like Mexican dude,
Okay.
pretty normal drug
Okay.
dealer. And so like my friend would buy from him, and then whenever Femboy burned me, I was like, I'm looking for a new guy.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, well, this guy. And so I started buying from him. Prices are really good. And so he would, at first, like, just shake my hand when I came over to pick up. Then he would hug me.
Okay.
Then he would hug me and kiss me on the cheek. Then he would hug me, kiss me on the cheek, have me hang out and smoke with him for
Yeah.
a while. Or do lines. And then I would leave. And he would kiss me on the cheek. I'm like, whatever. You would let someone kiss you on the cheek
Yeah.
for a discount,
For
right?
sure.
If
Amounts
I
of
was getting
cocaine.
fucking gas at the gas station, they were like, I'll take 20 off if you let me kiss you on the cheek.
But
Yeah,
you can kiss me
fucking-
on the tits.
Yeah, you can suck my dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me
$20
premium,
off?
dude.
Yeah, and then he would kiss me on the lips, but no tongue.
Okay.
Okay.
No tongue.
He's just like escalating little bit more each time.
yeah, and then when your drug dealer sends you a picture, you assume it's drugs.
Yeah.
And you open the Snapchat, and it was his penis.
Okay. Of
And then I
course.
was like, I'm willing to do it. I'm not willing to fuck this guy.
Yeah, to keep
He
this
was-
coke
It's not
from
worth
him.
it.
Yeah, and so I just stopped talking to him, and then I just stopped selling and mostly stopped doing it.
Damn, his dick was that
Yeah.
bad.
It was
You're like,
ugly.
I'm done with coke forever.
I'm sober now.
Because he sent you a dick pic, your course of life just changed
It
to
really
the better
did.
path.
Yeah.
you gotta imagine
It's
how
crazy.
bad this guy's penis
Yeah,
looks.
right.
Really.
There's so many
Can you
people
draw
who are
it?
like,
Yeah, let's from memory. Let's get a
Okay.
penis drawing
All
right
hang
here.
on. Okay.
Oh,
This
shit,
is
you got
good.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So the thumb was next to it,
Okay, so that's for scale. For scale.
and then the hand. We hit the fingers.
Okay.
He did have all his fingers. You
Okay,
gotta
that's good. Yeah,
give
yeah,
him credit. And then like that's his stomach. And then I'm gonna draw the dick last. And then
Okay,
like
of course.
there's his. He was in socks.
yeah. Okay.
So
Oh, I see it. I see it. Okay.
and then we get the arm, and then the other
The sock.
different
Yeah.
sock.
You got his belly hanging out right there.
Yeah. Or he had a shirt on, so like that's
Okay,
So
so
a
the
little
little
bit of
shirt,
you
little
can
bit
see
of
a little
belly.
shirt,
Yeah.
little belly.
Yeah.
And then
White socks, tube socks.
and then the boxers around the ankle.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Dirt in the fingernails.
He's like taking a shit.
Yeah, there's a little dirt in the fingernail for
Yeah,
sure.
hell yeah.
And then his dick was like it was very
Like a blong.
it was squat,
Oh my god.
circumcised.
Oh god. Okay, let's get that.
It's upside down.
Is it? Oh wait. Is it? Okay. Yeah. Here we go. So this is the. You want to point that out to the
Victim's
people. We got
rendition.
the.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Explain
we have
what we're looking
the
at.
socks right here, penis with the bulbous head, and the hand and the belly all right there. There we go.
Get it.
We got it.
Someone's gonna see that like I know that thing.
God damn it, that's Hector.
Yeah, you should like
The penis
in
to
a way,
end the
he helps
coke
by,
dealer.
like,
Yeah, he
"All right,
did,
I'm done."
yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, maybe he should send dick pics to more people. He could help more
Probably.
people out, you know?
Yeah.
Get them to quit whatever they're doing.
I have been sent one from over a shitted in toilet before.
That's not surprising. Yeah. What were your thoughts?
Why?
Yeah, it's,
You couldn't have stood up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, why do you have a boner while you're?
Well, what, you don't ever...
How good was the shit?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What was the shit's name? All right, well, I think we've got enough
Yeah.
stuff. We can try and give her a treatment. Or first off, before we do that, Do you think you have a problem?
Not currently.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Somebody,
That's it. All right, good.
That's the
Okay.
dick pic.
somebody sent you a dick pic recently. You're like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Every time I even think of penis, I just want to be sober.
Yeah. All right, so we got a good treatment plan here.
I think she should take art classes because that was really good.
Okay, yeah. She needs to apply that back at O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
I
Complicated
believe you.
case, but we
Yeah,
think
very
we have a.
complicated.
I think we have a good.
Very
I
complicated.
can't
That's
read
just-
your handwriting, so I think you're legit.
Yeah. It's a very complicated case.
Complicated.
So we did have to deliberate for a while. But first off, you do need to get your job back at O'Reilly's. I think
Apply.
that would be good for you. At least apply and then burn them again. Because that would be pretty sick if you did it a third
and then Send
time.
them a dick pic when they don't
Yeah.
respond. You need to take art classes. That was like a
It was pretty
really
good.
good
Yeah.
from memory. Look
Yeah,
at that.
off the tip.
Yeah.
That was not bad
Perspective and
at all.
everything,
It's
I
good.
think.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's quality. And then also, if you could convince that guy to send some more dick pics out to some other
women
women,
that are
guys,
subscribe.
terrible
Yeah.
penis.
Hopefully he's still out there doing it.
Stroking
like-
it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Do you have give anything you want to plug or
Instagram.
shows, Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah, check her out.
Yeah, Instagram is at Chelby Morgan. Shelby's with a C,
Mm-hmm.
because my mom's a bitch. So I don't post anywhere, so you won't notice if you follow me. So that's kind
Hey,
of the.
give her a follow. Anyway.
Give
you
her a
won't
follow
see my
anyways.
shit, please.
Never know.
You won't see her shit with a dick over.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you,
Cool.
Shelby,
Thank
for
you
coming
coming
on.
on.
Yeah,
Thanks
for having
awesome.
me.
Fun. Hell yeah.
War stories. All right.